Okay, Sam, the first thing that I wanted to talk to you about today was your forehand cutbacks. I just want to go back to an example that I showed you here first. I just want you to concentrate on your front arm there, which is your left arm. You'll see that when you drive out and up from the foam, you start to get into this position, and if you just focus on that arm, you'll see that it remains in the middle of your body, in between your knee and your lower back. And you'll see as you actually start to rotate, you get this catch just there. And the reason that you get this catch is purely because you haven't opened up your arm to lead in the direction to where you want to go. So your body stops the rotation where your arm stops. So I'm just going to show you an example of Ben here so you can get a better idea. You'll see that when Ben comes out, he drives out and up from the foam, and he gets into what I like to call a T-shaped position. You'll see there that the arms are both leaning out as if for the letter T, and you'll see that that front arm is leading in the direction to where he needs to go, and it's not directly next to his body. This gives him the clean rotation that he needs to be able to come back around and perform a successful cutback. I've got another example here of you. This is again another forehand cutback, and if I just go back to this one, I want to show you the thing that you need to remember is you need to make the decision early of what you're going to do, and you need to commit to it. You'll see here that the section is fat and flat, which is always what you should be remembering when doing cutbacks, is if it's fat and if it's flat, it's always the cutback. And you'll see here that what happens when you come around, you've started to perform a cutback, but you've straightened way too early. You'll see there that the arm is leading out in the direction to where you're going, but because you straightened too early, you did not have the successful cutback that you're wanting. You'll see that as you come out, you get low starting the cutback, and because you've straightened too early, it turns more into a snap maneuver, when the snap maneuver was the wrong maneuver for the section. It was definitely the cutback there. I'm just going to show you another example here. This is of a surfer by the name of Ellis Erickson. And you'll see again when Ellis comes out, you'll see he drives out and up from the foam. He gets into that T-like shape position. That arm is leading in the direction to where he wants to go. And he holds that position until he sees the top of the foam. Until he sees the top of the foam, that's when he starts to straighten and he begins to rotate. And you'll see here, but before he hits the top of the foam, again, he's looked to the bottom of the wave where he needs to go, and it's given him a successful finish there. I'm just going to show you an example here of how you can train for this maneuver out of the water. You'll see here that I'm on a board called a street board, and this board is especially designed as a cross trainer for surfing, and it's excellent for perfecting your technique. And actually what happens with the street board, you'll see that surfers who actually get on the board, and if they have an issue in their technique on the skateboard, it normally mirrors the same issue that they have in the water. So I just want to show you an example of how you can train for the cutback. I'll just show you, you'll see here that I start here by throwing my arms to get some speed, and you drive out and up from the foam, and then again you get into the T-shaped position, and you'll see that that front arm is leading in the direction to where I'm wanting to go. It's not directly next to my body. And you'll see here that you can just practice by holding in that position, and it's just perfect for practicing your cutbacks. The next one that I'm wanting to talk to you about is your lip line finishes. As I say to everyone that comes for coaching, especially competitive surfers, if you have a good finish, this is a very good success rate for you in competitions, because when you think about it, the last turn that you do is the last thing that the judges see. So before the judges give you a score, that's the last thing that they're going to see. So if you can finish clean and have a successful finish, you're always going to score well. I'm just going to show you here. What happens with this one is you are wanting to get your middle stringer of your board to ride the leading edge, and you'll see just here you were just a little bit low on that one. I've got another example of you just here. You'll see that with this one you have come up, but with this one you've just gone too high. You'll see that your front foot is just above there. Again, we're wanting to get the middle stringer to ride the leading edge of the wave, and because you've gone too high here, it's caused you to come down on an angle. You'll see that you come down on your side there. You haven't been able to turn your board back to the beach, and because you haven't turned your board back to the beach, you haven't had really any chance to be able to make that maneuver. I'm going to show you an example here of what I'm talking about. You'll see here that with this surfer, we've got Rebecca Woods. You'll see she starts strongly off the bottom and she has a very successful turn there. You'll see that when she actually starts this turn, she starts with a great bottom turn here. And you'll see here that that front foot does not come above the lip. She's got that leading stringer on that lip, and because she's done that, the lip actually helps her to come back down. And you'll see even here before she's finished this maneuver, you'll see that she's starting to have the chest over front knee position, which gives her the capacity to be able to make this maneuver and be able to survive that impact. I have got another example of you here. It's the same on your backhand. You'll see with this one it's a lip line maneuver, but you have gone too high and you tried to go on too hard on this one. You'll see because you've gone too high, you have your front foot has gone above, so you've missed that leading edge, and we're just trying to get that middle stringer to ride the leading edge. And again, if you are able to get this middle stringer on the board and ride the leading edge, the wave does help you to come back down, and you'll see that you just got caught off the top there. I've got an example here of this surfer. You'll see she's in the same sort of wave here. You see she's on the backhand lip line. And you'll see that once again, her front foot does not come above the lip. It just rides that leading edge. And because she's done that, you'll see that the wave actually helps her to come back down.